Hi, my name is Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation. Today's topic is, can a sexless marriage cause depression? I don't want to just answer that question. I really don't, because there are some elements to this that people don't really think about and understand. So I want to share with you some ideas so it'll help you kind of answer this question yourself. Here's the reality. Sex, just sex, as a standalone, is a biologically driven, compulsive desire in order for the species to continue. Procreation is subordinate only within the drive to survive. You know, the human body is an animal body. And so as an animal body, it has all of the instinctive requirements and attributes that we typically find in any animal body. There's defensiveness, reactiveness, and there's that drive to procreate, sex. And unfortunately in our society, what's happened is sex has taken the throne in our lives. It has become like the ultimate act, even though we know it can't possibly be, because we're human beings. And human beings, as human beings, what we really are is we're souls. Who hasn't heard the term soulmate? What, do you think that this was made up by a card company? It's not. You are a soul, and you have a body. You also have a mind, but you have a body. And this body is doing everything it can to take control over you by controlling the mind. Okay, it might be getting a little deep here, but think about it this way. As a soul, the primary attribute is love. You are essentially a chip off the old block. You are created in God's image. You are love itself as a soul. But you come into the body has its desires, has its main drive to survive, and it takes over. So there's like a struggle between you, the soul, and your body that's taking place in the mind. Does that make sense to you? Think about it. You're a soul, you've come into a body, you have a mind, and the body, which is an animal body, wants to control everything. Part of that is by creating the temptation of sex as this hyper enjoyable act. And let's face it, it creates pleasure. There's no question about it, just like food does. But even food is there for survival, right? Okay, so what happens? Let's get back on track. Let's go to this question of, can a sexless marriage cause depression? No, because sex is sort of meaningless. But what's really meaningful, what is all important to you as a human being, that's important. That's love. That's intimacy. You literally got married in order to connect as a soul to another soul. This is it. And we do this through the practice, the evolving learning of unconditional love. We learn to love. Now, what is real is using sex as a bridge for that intimacy connection, for that love. So here's where you have to take a look at your marriage in a different way. Do I have intimacy with my spouse? The answer is obviously no, or you wouldn't be searching this. So what's manifesting is the sexlessness. You don't have any sex. I get it. But that's because, it's not because you don't desire sex. It's because you haven't learned how to connect as a soul using sex. So sex becomes more of a problem than anything else. Because the mind is there going, well, am I doing this right? Is she or he doing this right? And what's going on here? How come I'm not having the pleasure and enjoyment? And it's because an animal body only can go so far with its desires, and then it's exhausted. It doesn't want anymore. You eat food just the same way. You may love a meal, but you can't eat it continuously. Now, it's different with love. There is no exhausting love. That's what's so beautiful about it. So here's what you do, because that's really what is important. What you do is you learn to love unconditionally. And that creates the foundation for the intimacy utilizing sex. I promise you this, if you learn to love, if you even begin to learn to love unconditionally, not with restrictions, not with inhibitions, and love unconditionally, I promise you, you will be very, very soon happy. That's the opposite of depression, right? How do I know this? And what do we do? Well, even in our courses where we're helping people whose marriages are on the brink, and yours probably is not on the brink, the first thing we do in our course, and you could try out the course for 3 days. It doesn't even cost anything to try it out. The first thing we do is we teach how to gain control over the mind, controlling the emotions, controlling the instinctive reactions, so that the heart, the soul, who you are, can come out. And this is what creates happiness. So we literally guarantee happiness from our course. And as a byproduct, your marriage gets infinitely better too. So that's it. No, a sexless marriage does not create depression. A connectionless marriage opens the door for that, for sure. Well, I hope that helps you, and I hope my suggestion of learn to love unconditionally is something you take seriously, and you start trying, you start implementing. You use your mind. Don't let your mind control you. You use your mind to express unconditional love. Watch what happens. It's pretty amazing. So if this video is a good video, like it. Don't be afraid to do that. If you have a comment, put it in the comment box. We'll interact. Share this. This is the kind of thing that people really need to learn about, because it's missing in our society, where the sex has been exploited purely on a carnal level, purely for pleasure. And we're human beings. We're above that. So share this video. Let people know about it. Blessings to you. Blessings to your spouse, and blessings to your family. Thank you for taking your time with me.